The Ryobi S430 fourth cycle, the pull stop broke on me, so I'm gonna have to replace this. And today, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the covers to the Ryobi S430. To take these covers off, one screw here and two screws right there. Okay, next, we're gonna take all these screws that are holding this housing together. I probably should have done this first, and that's disconnect these two wires. I'll separate them. Take off the air, carburetor cover. Disconnect the cable. And it should all come apart. All right, we're gonna take a monkey wrench, and if you look on the top of this, it'll tell you off arrow. So we're gonna turn this counterclockwise to get it off. And somehow, we need to hold this, keep it from turning. I'm going to use a screwdriver, and it should be able to turn that off. Put those aside, and here's your starter. So you can take these three screws out with the stops. I already loosened them. Set that stuff aside, and then the starter spool comes right out. All right, so we're gonna unwind this. Get that out of there. Okay. Now here is the end that's actually, and then you slide it right through there. Cut it off, and there we go. So that's out. Now we're going to take the new and improved cord. You can buy this kind of cord, pull stock cord, any Home Depot or any place that sells parts for your lawn equipment. All right, I'm just gonna heat the end of this cord. Just melt it a little bit so it doesn't fray on me and it goes through easier. Okay. All right, so we're gonna slide it through the hole and hopefully we can get it in there. Use a pair of needle nose pliers to pull it through. Now, I'm not sure how much this is going to take, so I'm just going to pull quite a bit through. Then we can trim it up later on. What I like to do is, because this is nylon, I like to heat it up and then kind of weld itself together. Now we're going to put a knot through this. And that should be enough to get it to stay in there without coming apart. There we go. So we'll just put the extra right inside there and it won't come out of there. All right, now we're going to take the cord. I'm going to wrap it up. And I think right here. All right, when you put it in, you got to get it on the spring. Now, the trick here is to twist the spring up just a little bit. So when you pull it, it'll coil back. So you want to put a little pressure on that spring, that's all. All right, how do we get this to stay? I'm just going to put it around here a couple of times just to hold it in place. All right, we're going to put this back on. Put these back in. Get them in place. Okay, keep holding this so it don't spin out on you. Okay, we're going to slide it through the hole. And I'm going to, with one hand, just tie it to this here so it don't take off on me. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this back in here. And put that back on. Okay. Now we're going to tighten this up. If you have somebody helping you, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, now we're going to put this back in here. We have to line this up. Okay, I'm going to put those 4 top screws in first, and that's what screws onto the starter itself. All right, once you get them in, just snug them all down. Remember, this is just plastic. You don't want to over tighten it. All right, enough said on that. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old one out. All right, take the handle, remove the old cord. Don't release this, or else it's going to go all the way back in. Slide the new cord through. Put a nut on this. I'll tie a knot, I should say a nut. I like to do a couple of knots. Then I take my torch and just quickly melt it all back together so it's stronger. And that's it. Now, we should be able to move this to line everything up. Okay? So now it's all lined up with the housing. Make sure it's in well. Now we can tighten the top. All right, before I go any further, let's just give this a try and see if I can get it to, there we go. Okay, so that's good. We Go ahead and put the screws on the bottom. These will screw into the housing. Just get them all started. Once you got them all started, of course, you're going to just tighten them down. Now you're going to connect the wires back together. Put the cable back in on the carburetor. Okay, make sure the cable works. All right, before we put the covers back on, because this is pretty much done, go ahead and see if I can get this to start. And that's how you install a new starter cord. Of course, you put the covers back on and we're done. Thank you for joining me. You all take care. Leave comments if you like. Subscribe if you like. You're going to do what you're going to do anyway. So I'll catch you later. God bless. Bye-bye.